Success is a journey, not a destination. This is what we believe in Xtreme Trader, and thankfully we have been able to make more than 477 pips of profits to our clients in the premium group on Telegram. This is the group, of course, on Telegram, my friends. If you have joined the premium group, this is exactly what you will see right there. And I have seen some comments there on YouTube saying that we are hiding the losses, and that is, of course, far from the truth. Here are the results, all of them right in front of you, without hiding anything at all. As we can see, for example, the Pound Jpy, we have closed it with 34 pips of loss, but thankfully the signals after have easily recovered this one single loss. Also, Wednesday was not a good day, but thankfully Monday was a fantastic day. Let me just show you. I'm not hiding anything, guys, at all. I'm showing to you all the results, the losses, including the profits. For example, Wednesday, I want to show you here. We had here one loss, we had here two losses as well. So of course I'm not hiding anything. We are showing you the reality of our Forex signals, that there will be some bad days, but also there will be fantastic days. As we can see here, Monday was actually a perfect day, and the signals have made 100% of profits. So as you can see, it cannot be happen every single day, but thankfully the majority of our days are ending up in a profit. And as you can see, we have received so many happy messages from our clients who have recently joined the signals group, and they are enjoying the experience. This gentleman here says that he have actually used our signals with his strategy, but your signals are providing a nice boost to my account. Fantastic. That is really what I want to see from our clients, and I'm very glad that they are actually able to grow their accounts using our signals. So again, my friends, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today, and hopefully we will see you there. Unfortunately, I really tried to make the Friday analysis video, but sadly I wasn't able, my friends. I was actually outside home and barely catch up with the market, and it was already late. I reached home by like 11 or 12 p.m. It was late and I couldn't actually make the video. Anyway, let's see now what we can do with this week with the market, and let's, of course, as usual, start with the Euro USD. If you guys remember from the last midweek analysis video, I told you that we should actually short the Euro USD from 1.00473, but the price actions which has happened since I made that video is definitely changing this signal. The Euro USD, in my opinion, is no longer good to be short. We are looking right now to start buying this pair. The reason here is this price action, after several reversals from that level of a support at 0.99609. We can notice that this was, my friends, also a real level of a support as well. However, this price action recently indicates that the market is definitely going to continue the rise. That's a price action that I really trust usually to identify the direction of the market. However, if I need to delete the old signal first of all. Let me just get rid of it, and let's start afresh from a new clear chart. Okay, so if we go now to the weekly chart, the weekly chart shows us simply right here that we had a real level of a support, as we can see, at 0.99574, and the market has recently just reversed right from that level of a real support. So we had here a false breakout, and we had here another two real attempts of a support. Indicates that in general, in the bigger picture, we have a pattern of an inverted head and shoulders, which indicates that most likely we have to start considering buying the market. If I go, however, to the daily chart, we can see it now more clear. Now we can see the inverted head right there, and we can see the first shoulder, and the second shoulder has been performed. However, if I go now again to the 4-hour time frame, that price action, the final price action here, confirms that the final direction of the Euro USD is eventually going to continue to the bullish. But the question is how far we can continue buying the Euro USD. In my opinion, we cannot ignore the fact that we had here also another false breakout. And we had here also a real level of a resistance, which is the nearest one to that bullish breakout candle, which means, in my opinion, and as the way I'm analyzing the market, the target, my friends, has to be placed right there at the nearest resistance to that bullish breakout candle, which means we can actually expect from the Euro USD to continue the rise for at least 100 pips more. But the question is where exactly we can start buying the pair. The answer lies with the trend lines. I'm going to simply use the support trend line just like this. So actually, my friends, this is a strategy which I have talked about on my channel for a long time. It's called the magic of trend lines. You can look up this video on my channel. It's right there for free. And it's actually 2 parts, which will actually enlighten you more about the strategy I'm using with the supported trend lines. So the strategy simply is like this. Just draw here your support trend line from any lower low to any higher low, and simply drag the very same line that you have drawn all the way to the nearest supported trend line. Just like that, for example. Now, as you can see, we had here also another support trend line, which has been recently respected, and we can see that the market most likely will continue the fall again upon the pressure from that real level of a resistance at 1.00300. We can actually expect from the Euro USD to fall again, respecting that level of a support trend line. And also, interestingly, we're having right here as well a real level of a support. That tells us that most likely the Euro USD is going to continue the fall for 0.99848. From that level, we can continue buying the pair. We have to wait for the market to fall for about 30 pips before we can start buying it. And if we do that, the safe zone is going to be ranging right from this level of the buy order until the lowest level of the support at 0.99454, which means the edge of the safe zone will be ranging for 40 pips only. We don't really need higher than that. However, the target, my friends, is going to be 128 pips. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the Euro USD. Moving now to the Pound USD. Alright, so of course the sell signal for the Pound USD has worked perfectly fine. As you can see, it was one perfect signal. I really hope you guys have taken it. The Pound USD has reversed exactly from the level I mentioned to start selling at 1.15885, and the Pound USD has indeed went for about 126 pips of profit, hitting the take profit level and going actually deeper for about 240 pips. Guys, please tell me that you have taken this signal. It was one perfect and fantastic signal, and I really think actually it was with the 0 drawdowns, so it was really one perfect signal, and I hope you guys have made and enjoyed all the profits. Anyway, let's now discuss the Pound USD, what's gonna happen next. If I go to the weekly chart right now, the weekly chart shows us that we are still facing that very strong key support level right there at 1.14104. The Pound USD has actually made an attempt, as you can see with this tail, for about, I would say, about 73 pips to break out from that level of a support, but eventually it has actually failed, and as you can see, the market has actually closed above that level of a support. All of that being appeared on the weekly chart. If I go, however, to the daily chart right now, we can notice also the very same thing. We have here a hammer pattern, hammer price action has appeared, and the Pound USD has indeed reversed from that level of a support. All of that indicates that most likely right now the Pound USD is actually going to continue the rise. And if we check this pattern right here, this pattern right here, my friends, indicates also a fake breakout as well, which means we have to look at the nearest resistance to that fake breakout. And as you can see very clear, this right here, my friends, was the real level of a resistance, and we can actually expect from the Pound USD to continue rising for about 187 pips just to reach that level of a real resistance. But however, for this week, our target will be right here, the nearest resistance to the entry. This is actually my strategy which I'm using on my daily trades, which I call the 20 pips a day strategy. Once you enter a trade, always aim the nearest resistance to your entry. So if we place a buy order here on this support, where is the nearest support or resistance to my entry? We are having here this resistance, and this resistance. Which one of them is the nearest one to my entry? Of course, it has to be right there, this one. So therefore, that's going to be our target, which means we can actually expect from the pair to continue rising for about 125 pips more. But the question is where exactly we can start buying the Pound USD. Let's now move to the 4-hour time frame. Actually, the 4-hour time frame is not showing us much that we can see. So therefore, I'm going to use the 30-minute time frame this time. Perfect. Now actually, after going to the 30-minute time frame, we can easily identify that this level right here, look at the mouse cursor, right there, my friends, the lowest level of that support right here at 1.14051 is indeed the real level of a support, and we can see that the pound USD has been ranging on that level, but by actually having a second look, we can see that we had the same level here at 1.14051. The market has created here a resistance level, then a false breakout, and again we had another resistance. Now that resistance is the real level of the resistance, because in the middle we had here a false breakout. Then later on the market has made the breakout from that level of a resistance, and right now it's on its way to create the new support. So therefore this is going to be a perfect level to start buying the pound USD. This is going to be a new level of a support, and of course if we check the support trend line as well, we can easily tell that the market is most likely going to bounce on that support trend line as well. So meaning we had here 1, 2, and the third attempt of the supported trend line, number 3, is exactly where we will be buying the pound USD, which means we have to wait for the pair to fall for about 17 pips before we can start buying it, aiming about 142 pips of profit, and the safe zone is going to be ranging just till the lowest level of the support at 1.13514, and the safe zone is going to be ranging for about 53 pips against 143 pips of profit. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the pound USD. Moving now to the AUD USD. Alright, so of course the AUD USD signal is no longer valid, and I want to say here something very interesting. Just give me a second. Okay, so right now the first thing that we can notice about the AUD USD is that false breakout or a fake breakout has appeared. The market actually has triggered us. It actually fooled so many traders. We thought that the AUD USD is actually going to continue the fall right after breaking out from that level of a support as 0.67095. However, after that bearish breakout candle happened, the market has shown here a very strong pressure from the buyers. The bulls has actually taken the market up again, and it seems to me like the AUD USD is going to continue the rise. So shorting the AUD USD right now is out of question. If I look at the weekly chart, we can notice, my friends, that we had here on the weekly chart the lowest level of the support at 0.66812. And as you can see, right at July 2018, this was a very strong real level of a support. Pay attention, that is my strategy. We're having here a real level of a support, a false breakout, and again the same level of a real support is being respected. So we actually thought that the AUD USD is actually going to continue the fall till it reaches that level of a support right here as 0.64077, but that didn't happen, and the market has closed with a long tail above that level of a support. However, that indicates that we should start buying the AUD USD. But the question is, where exactly we can start buying? Some of you might tell me right there, of course, at that level of a real support, duh, because we're having here a real level of a support, and then we had 1 and 2 false breakouts. Actually, not quite true. You want to start buying the AUD USD at the nearest support to the bearish breakout candle. That means we are having here exactly right there, my friends. Let me just make it more accurate. I think it's should be more exactly right there. This support right here at 0.66856 is actually the nearest one to that fake breakout. And pay attention, we have to wait actually for the market to fall again to make a pullback and respect or retest that level of a support at 0.66856, and if that happens, we will end up again with an inverted head and shoulders pattern, which indicates that we can start buying the AUD USD. Now, of course, on the 4-hour time frame, it's hard to see this, so let's go to the 30-minute time frame, and right now we can see it clearly. Pay attention, the market has already reversed. Check this out. We already have here the real level of a support, then the false breakout, and then again the same level of a real support has been respected. which means the market has already reversed from that level. So where exactly we can start buying then? The answer now lies with the with the resistance trend line. We actually just need to draw the resistance trend line just like this, and as you can see, we had here the bullish breakout from that level of a resistance trend line. Now all we need to do is simply go wait actually for the market to fall again to make another retest of the broken resistance trend line to create a new support trend lines. So get to the point, man. Where should I start buying the Aud Usd? Well, actually, it's really simple. We just need to wait for the market to reach this level of a support. Since you are not patient enough to wait me finish analyzing the market, however, I'm telling you, this is in my opinion a perfect level at 0.66991. It was also the lowest level of a very strong key support level, and as you can see, the market has indeed created here in a general a false breakout, and therefore we can actually expect from the market to fall again. First of all, this level of a real support will be respected, and also this broken resistance trend line will be retested, and we can start buying the Aud Usd from that level, which means we have to wait for the Aud Usd to fall for about 20 pips before we can start buying it. Now the question is how far we can keep buying the buy order opened. Actually, I don't like to keep it open for a long time. I prefer to keep it running only till the market reaches this level of a support right here, which is the nearest strong key support level to our entry at 0.68220, which means we can actually be aiming about 121 pips of profit, hopefully. And of course, the safe zone is ranging just a little bit below this lowest level of a support at 0.66629, which means the safe zone is ranging only for 38 pips. Meanwhile, the take profit level is going to be placed at 122 pips. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the Aud USD. Moving now to the USD CAD. Alright, so regarding USD CAD, of course, the buy signal here is no longer valid, or I can say it's valid, but not right now. That's going to take a very long time till it's going to be triggered. So therefore, we have to delete this signal, and let's see what we can do now with the USD CAD. If I switch, however, to the weekly chart, we can see clearly that we had here, my friends, a very strong real level of a resistance exactly right there at 1.33144. Pay attention, if we check the history, this was indeed a very strong real level of a resistance, which has become also a strong key support level later. However, the USD CAD has actually created here one false breakout and another real level of a resistance on the same level right after the bearish breakout has happened right here to create the new resistance. Now, what happened next is that the USD CAD has indeed respected that level of a real resistance, which tells us that most likely the USD CAD is going to continue the fall. However, if we now go to the daily chart, we can notice the weakness in breaking out from that level of a real resistance. If I look at the left side, my friends, now we can separate the levels from real and fake breakouts. And as you can see, I have placed my line right here exactly at 1.33021. And now we can see clearly how the market has been respecting this level as a real level of a resistance. Then we had here 1 and 2 fake breakouts. Then we can see that the market has indeed respected that level as a real resistance. Now, by looking at the current time, we can see clearly that the USD CAD has indeed reversed exactly from that level. Now, since that the USD CAD has reversed from there, which means we can actually keep the trade running. If we are going to start shorting the USD CAD, we can actually keep the trade running till the market reaches that level of a support at 1.31611, which means we are actually expecting to make approximately 100 pips of profit. Now, by going to the 1 hour time frame, I don't want to go to the 4 hour time frames. I want to go to the 1 hour time frame. Now, that is interesting because it seems to me like the USD CAD is going to continue the fall instantly. I think it's going to continue the fall immediately once the market opens on Monday morning. We are having here this strong support trend line, and we can see that the market has been respecting this level repeatedly, and then finally we had here the breakout happened. Now, I don't think that the market is going to retest that level of a broken support trend line. Most likely what will going to happen is like this. The market will continue the fall, and then upon the pressure from that support right here at 1.31611, we can actually expect from the market to continue the rise again. It's gonna reverse at this level of a resistance and then continue climbing its way till it reaches that previous support right there, and afterwards it's going to continue the fall. I don't see the USD CAD rising at all at the moment. Therefore, I'm sending you the signal to start shorting right away. I can't see the pair even have any chance of pullback at the moment. If we go to the 30-minute time frame also, we can see that breakout happened indeed, my friends, from that level of a support trend line. And by this price action, and by seeing a full bar right here at the same level of that resistance zone, if I can say so, we are having here this support zone, my friends. And as you can see, the candle has closed as a full bar below that level of a support zone. Even if we go to the 1 hour time frame, even on the 4 hour time frame, it has always been a full bar. Now, not to mention, of course, these two candles. Listen carefully. These two candles, my friends, are my favorite price action, which indicates a bearish reversal. After the appearance of this candle, especially this one, the red one right here, this candle, once you see a candle like that on the resistance level with a very tiny wick at the top and the longer tail at the bottom, usually that indicates a very good signal to start selling the market. And after having two candles like that on the resistance level, and after confirming the reversal on the weekly chart, and we can see that the market has reached indeed a very strong level of a resistance on the weekly chart, all of that together confirms that the market is going to continue the fall. That being said, I'm sending you the signal to start shorting the USD CAD right away. And the safe zone is going to be ranging just till the highest level of the resistance, my friends, at 1.33082, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 45 pips. Meanwhile, we are targeting about 102 pips profit from this signal. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the USD CAD. I forgot to write the price to start selling right now, actually. I just need to make it clear. Sell right now at that level. And anyway, let's now move to the USD Jpy. Okay, so I'm very happy to say that my signal from the last midweek analysis video on the USD Jpy has worked perfectly fine. So far, the USD Jpy is running in about 55 pips of profit. I hope you guys have taken this signal and have enjoyed all these profits. So now what's next with this pair? Actually, if we go right now to the daily chart, actually, maybe we will need to get rid of this signal. It's actually active right now, but not for so long. We will need to stop this signal as soon as possible. For anyone who is still have it opened on their trading account, please close it, because we are going to start buying the USD Jpy. If I go now, however, to the daily chart, now we can see that the market has been ranging on this level of a resistance. And so far, it seems to me like the market is indeed still rising. The USD Jpy, my friends, is respecting this level of a support trend line. Let me just be more accurate about it. Exactly, just like that. Perfect. Actually, I need to go to the smaller time frame, such as 4 hour. Yes, now it makes more sense to me. Let me just make it accurate. Yeah, that is perfect. This is perfect. So as we can see, right now the market has been ranging in this level of a resistance. And it seems to me like the market is still facing a problem to break out from this level of a support, the fake breakout of a support. Now, we can see that this is the real level of a resistance. Let me just show it to you. Right there, exactly right there. And you can see how the market has been creating here a real level of a resistance repeatedly, and then in the middle we had here a fake breakout. Now what happened after this engulfing bullish breakout candle, that the market has been respecting the same level of this real level of a resistance. We can see the market has reversed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times on this level of a previous resistance. All of them together indicates that the USD Jpy is facing actually a problem breaking out from this level. But there is also a bigger problem we're having here. It has been 23 minutes in this video and you did not hit the like button yet. And I have no idea why. Guys, hit the like button, please. I mean, This is a very small effort I'm asking you to do in exchange of this entire video content, and I think a lot of you are making profits with these signals. The least you can do to return the favor is at least hit the like button, and hopefully the channel is gonna get bigger and grow. So please don't hesitate right now to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if in case you didn't, and of course share the video if you can. Anyway, let me just tell you something. Right now we can see this price action here, which has happened on Friday on the 4-hour time frame. The last 3-4 hour candles indicates actually a continuation in the bearish reversal. After the appearance of these 3 candles, it doesn't seem to me like the market will continue the rise instantly. The market will still continue the fall till it reaches that level of a real support right here. Exactly, let me just be more accurate. Exactly right there. This was, my friends, a real level of a support. As we can see, we had here the tail, another tail as well, and then we had 1, 2, 3, 4 fake breakouts on that level of a support at 142.317, which means we can actually expect right now from the USD Jpy to continue the fall for about 58 pips more before it reaches that level. And from that point, my friends, hopefully it's gonna be a good signal. We can start buying the USD Jpy, because in general this entire pattern represents a support number 1. So we're going to start buying the USD Jpy at the second attempt of the support, and also it's gonna be the third attempt of a support trend line, and the target of course has to be right here, the highest level of the resistance at, I think, at 144.770, which means that's gonna be exactly our take profit level, my friends, which means we are aiming approximately 240 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone shouldn't actually be ranging lower than this level of a support at 141.470, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 83 pips. Of course, for the USD Jpy, it's just like the gold right now. This is actually a normal amount of pips for the USD Jpy. It's not like before. I know it's not realistic to give a signal with a 240 pips of profit, but for the USD Jpy, as you can see, one single candle of the 4-hour time frame has made 280 pips alone. Another candle has made 137 pips. So as we can see, this is very easily achievable in the USD Jpy. And there goes our signal, my friends, for the USD Jpy. Moving now to the USD CHF. Alright, so regarding the USD CHF, it was another fantastic signal. I forgot to say that. It was excellent signal. As you can see, the USD CHF has reversed, my friends, exactly at 0.9565, and the market has went in total of 85 pips of profit and currently running in 63 pips. It was amazing and fantastic signal, and I hope you guys have taken it and enjoyed all these profits. Anyway, let me now tell you what we can do next with the USD CHF. Now, the interesting thing here with the USD CHF is we're having here a very obvious and clear level of a real resistance, and it is very close to the current price. If we check the market, my friends, exactly right there. Let me just be more accurate. Exactly, no, wait a minute. I need to check on the left. Yes, perfect. Yes, okay. Perfect. I'm trying, actually my eyes is looking right here to make sure that is, yes, that is what I'm talking about, exactly. So as you can see, my friends, this level of a resistance at 0.96883 has been respected repeatedly as a very strong real level of a resistance. And as you can see, we had here 1 and 2 false breakouts. Then we had here another major fake breakout on that level of a resistance, which means the USD CHF right now is actually facing a very strong key support level right here as 0.96000. Now we can actually expect, upon the pressure from that level of a support from the USD CHF, to continue rising for about 49 or 50 pips actually before we can start shorting it. We are having here a very clear level of a support, and this was, my friends, a bearish breakout level from that support. Then it means we have to look at the nearest strong key resistance level to that breakout candle. the nearest strong key resistance level and the real level of a resistance lies exactly right here at 0.96883, which means we can safely short the market right here, in my opinion. And of course, this is going to be the edge of our safe zone, exactly just like that, just a little bit above that level of another key resistance level. But however, I just want to give you a deeper analysis to the USD CHF. So let's just go to the daily chart. Now check out the daily chart. As you can see, my friends, we had here a resistance zone, a support zone, as you can see, and pay attention, this was a real level of a support. Then we had here a false breakout, then another false breakout, and then the market has indeed respected that level of a real support. But keep in mind, I'm on the daily chart, which means the market is rising again after the reversal from that support, but we are having here also another major false breakout as well. And on the left side, we can see clearly a real level of a resistance being respected repeatedly. That level cannot be ignored. So the least we can do is actually selling the USD CHF just for a bit until the market reaches the nearest strong level of a support to our entry, which is going to be exactly right there. Just to be sure, exactly right here at that level of a support at 0.95783, because if we started shorting the USD CHF at that level of a new resistance, our take profit level should be placed at the nearest support to our entry, which means we are aiming approximately 106 pips profit from this signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone is ranging for about 60 pips. Let me just be sure. Yes, exactly. So let me now please write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the USD CHF. Moving now to the gold. Alright, so the gold signal of course has went in the right direction, but sadly hasn't been triggered from the sell area. And let's now see, my friends, what we can do next with the gold. But of course, before that, please again make sure that you have clicked the like button, my friends, and of course don't forget to subscribe to the channel if in case you did not. Anyway, let's now see what we can do next with the gold. Actually, I don't really need to go to the bigger time frame. Of course, on the bigger time frame, we can see clearly that the gold right now is facing the strongest resistance in the history of it. The gold since long time actually hasn't faced such a very strong level of a resistance. The market is ranging there since 2020. And as you can see, my friends, since 2020, how many attempts we had? Remember, each candle represents a whole week, which means we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10th attempts to break out from that level of a strong support. Did I say a resistance? Forgive me, I meant a support, not a resistance, guys. It's a support. So that means that the gold has indeed managed to reverse upon the pressure from that level of a resistance, and therefore it hasn't actually worked. The breakout didn't work. Actually, I was talking to you while looking at my WhatsApp. I was reading important message. That's my bad. I'm sorry. What I was saying, the gold indeed, my friends, has actually reversed from that level of a support. However, now the next candle on the weekly chart, in my opinion, is gonna be a bullish one, and we can actually expect from the gold to continue the rise till it reaches that level of a resistance right here as 1717.73. Now, I mentioned before that the level of 1700 is very critical to the gold, similar to 1800 and 1900 as well. But now we can see that the market is actually ranging on that level. One single candle has actually been ranging. It opened at 1734 and went to 1654 and closed in 1674, which means now the gold is indeed ranging on that level and finding hard time to break out from that level of a support. So moving now to the 4-hour time frame, we don't even need to go to the daily chart. Actually, I need to delete this one first. Go back to the 1-hour time frame. I want to show you something very interesting. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, what we're having here, my friends, is a strong level of a previous resistance, which has been broken out from with that very strong bullish engulfing candle. Now, let's scroll to the left and find what was there on the same level of this resistance. How did the market reacted once it reached that level of resistance? Let's take a look. I'm just scrolling to the left, more and more and more scrolling. until we can see this. Where is it? Come on. I think I have scrolled way too far. Okay, we're back to the current time. Let me just scroll more back. It is here somewhere. Okay, I think I need to switch to the 4-hour time frame to find it. It's gonna take a while. Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Let me just back to the 4-hour time frame, and I believe right there we can see it yes, exactly right here. Oh my god, that took a while. Exactly, check this out. The level of 16, let me just align the lines again. Exactly, just like that. Perfect. Exactly at 1669.33. Pay attention how the market has always been reacting to this level of a support. After this bullish breakout candle, we can see that this level was a very strong key resistance level, and since then, since April 2020, the market has failed to break out below that level of a previous resistance, and the market kept creating so many attempts of a support right on this level of a previous resistance. So going to the current time, we can see this is, my friends, the level, and if I go now to the 1-hour time frame, that is exactly the level of the resistance we are seeking, and therefore we are having here also a resistance trend line. Let me just show it to you right there. We're having here this resistance trend line, and seems like the gold has actually failed to break out from this level so far, which means we have to wait for the gold to fall for about 53 pips or 54 pips before reaching that level of a previous very strong key support level, and from there, my friends, we can start buying the gold again. Meaning at 1669.33 we will be buying the gold, and of course the take profit level is going to be placed just right there at the nearest strong key resistance level at 1692.36, which means we are aiming approximately 228 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone will be ranging till the lowest level of a real support at 1657.42, but again, I really doubt that the gold will be able to reach that level. That strong level of a support cannot be ignored easily. And if the gold is going to be able to make that bearish breakout from it, we really need a very good news to the dollar that will help the we need a very bad news to the dollar which will help we need a very good news to the dollar which will force the gold to continue the fall, but at the moment I don't see this is happening. Therefore, the edge of the safe zone, my friends, will be ranging for about 102 pips, and we are aiming approximately 231 pips until the resistance at 1692.36. And there goes the signal, my friends, for the gold for this week. And I believe, my friends, that I'm very proud, of course, and happy about our premium signals results. And of course, I'm also very happy and proud of my own analysis on the weekly videos. It has been a very good, successful video so far. I believe if you check my history so far in the last 3 months, you will find that my signals are very accurate by not less than 86%. So again, just because these signals coming from Xtreme Trader doesn't mean at all that they will be 100% profitable. Again, and I'm reminding you in every single video to be careful and trade wisely, and consider that this entire analysis might go wrong and might actually go in the wrong direction. For these days, we have to be always prepared. Just because you're a Forex trader doesn't mean at all that you can trade blindly without being sure about your trades. Just be sure, my friends, that you are always prepared for any potential losses. So until then, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.